The RTFT All-Star Racing League is on the air. The RTFT All-Star Racing League proudly brings to you the Never Forget 100, live from Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois. Troy Trapasso up in the booth with you tonight, joined with me by my partners in crime, Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett and Mr. Kevin Maywood Paskowicz. Gentlemen, how are you?
All right, well, I can't complain, Tony. I mean, we're here tonight. Big race, of course, a very important day. And I want to give a shout out to, I know we have some first responders who might be watching tonight. And of course, we have lots of first responders all over the country tonight. Wishing them well on this day. And let's get some racing under our belts tonight.
Wishing all the first responders a big thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. And a quick reminder that to keep those being affected right now by Hurricane Irma in your thoughts and prayers, as the first responders, both medical and civil, are actually on their way to Florida right now. I actually spoke with a crew today that were buying spare filters and water separators for their generators today at the parts store that I work at. They're actually on their way down to the Miami area. Actually, as we speak, they actually started their trip about 4 hours ago. So for everybody that's being affected, we do say thank you. And for those of you who don't understand why we're thanking first responders, 17 years ago, a big sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back, and we'll leave that one at that. But
yes. So,
thank you.
So some of our viewers and a couple of our competitors, I don't think were around yet when September 11th, 2001 occurred, and of course one of the worst days in American history, without a doubt. So we are paying homage to them tonight. Over 2,000 Americans, Israelis, British citizens, Germans, Japanese, I mean, really people from all over the world lost their lives in the horrendous attacks in New York City and Washington, D.C. So tonight we honor them. We honor the first responders who jumped in without thought for their own safety to look for survivors and recover the victims. And we're thinking of them, and we're racing for them tonight as well. And we are here to remember, and we are here to race tonight.
We are, but first I would ask that everyone please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats, as Terry Adams brings to us a song that's come to mean quite a bit to a lot of people, especially after the attacks. So please rise and join us in the national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, cars making their way out on the track right now for the qualifying session, as we're going to bring the standings up on the screen. Not a big shocker who's sitting at the top of the leaderboard right now. Mr. Dallas Pataska cranking off a 29.701. Garrett Maines, Casey Metzger, Landon Williams, and Carlos Fonseca rounding out the top five.
Yeah, and Garrett Maines actually a bit closer to Dallas Pataska. I mean, tonight. I mean, I'm looking at this race with a very keen eye, because obviously this is a 1.5 mile track, and obviously Dallas Pataska has been blowing the opposition away on the short tracks. Let's see how he fares on the much bigger tracks tonight.
Well, yeah, you bring up a good point, Sam. Is it is 1.5 miles here at Chicagoland Speedway in lovely Joliet, Illinois. Bring your flak jackets, get your hate mail coming. A couple things that do stick out to me is Francois Pelletier last night posted that they had lost all power, so no internet, no nothing, and he's currently sitting 10th quick. So kudos to him for being here. And we do want to thank all of our fans in the path of Irma right now for joining us. If you are currently watching the race and you're directly in the line of fire, go ahead and drop a comment in the live chat here, and let us know where you're coming from. So qualifying getting ready to wind on down here. Sorry for the late start, folks, but ATVO decided to play some pranks and tricks on me tonight, so we're running a little bit behind. But Dallas Pataska, Garrett Maines, Casey Metzger, Landon Williams, Carlos Fonseca, Steve Gauthier, Ronnie Hosmer, Dustin Ping, Ray Black Jr., Francois Pelletier, Butch Frazier, Frank Ekman, Justin Dean, Zach Brew, Michael Jeans, Brad Miller, Cody Eldred, Jose Pabon, and Sean Dewar rounding out your top 20, with Jonathan Medeiros. Looks like he may have disconnected from the server.
And that he won't be taking any further part in this race by the looks of things, because he always has a decent run when he's out there. One name I want to bring up to you as well is Cody Eldred returning to the series tonight. Didn't post the time, but he's sitting there in 17th place. I'm hoping to get some decent points tonight.
Yeah, good to see Cody back with us.
I've raced with Cody in Tin Tops. Obviously, we've all raced with him in Indy cars. And he can sit back there and he can pick his way through a field. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him up towards the top 5 by the end of this one.
This is a track that's really in Cody's wheelhouse, to be straight with you here.
Most definitely. We're just waiting for the guys to get off the grid now, so I'm going to call out the top 10, and KP, if you want to call out the bottom.
I actually don't have it on my screen. Are you looking at the qualifying
results? Yeah, the results, yeah. Yep. Okay, on the front row of the grid, we have Dallas Pataska and Garrett Maines. Row 2, we have Casey Metzger and Landon Williams. Row 3 would be Carlos Fonseca and Steve Gauthier. Row 4 will be Ronnie Hosmer, Dustin Ping, and on the 5th row will be Ray Black Jr. and Francois Pelletier. All
right, starting 11th, we're going to have Butch Frazier. 12th, rolling off 12th, is going to be Frank Ekman. Following in 13th is Dustin Dean and Zach Brew in 14th. Michael Jeans is going to roll off 15th. Brad Miller, 16th, and Cody Eldred, 17th. Jonathan Medeiros is 18th. I believe Jose
he's disconnected.
Pabon has disconnected. He was going to roll off 19th. Nope, sorry.
There's Jonathan Medeiros is disconnected.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, folks. Jonathan Medeiros has disconnected. So that's going to push Sean Dower up a position. And he will be starting, it looks like, to the outside of Jose Pabon. And I believe that is our starting field. It looks like we're going to have 20 cars take the green tonight, guys. And what are some of your points for the race?
These guys are going to be hauling off into turn 1 at close to 200 miles an hour. And generally you're going to see guys running, two different lines here at Chicagoland going into one. But you can see where the rubber's starting to come in on the bottom side of turn 3 as they make their way around. Let me make sure I'm live. And we are.
Pace car's off.
And here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, green flag, guys. It looks like everyone might get off clean for once.
For once.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We've had some issues.
That's one way to put it.
All right.
Clean start so far.
Clean start so far is they're starting to get, well, I was going to say they're starting to get single file, but no, they're running 2 and 3 wide, still in the top 10. As
Garrett Maines is putting a move on Dallas Pataska right now for the lead, taking it to the apron. Can they make the move stick though? That's the question.
Well, it's a little early to be driving that hard, and I'm thinking, yeah, he might lead a lap, but he's going to regret it later on in the run, simply because you're just going to burn your tires off running that low. If you take a look at the line Pataska's running, that's the more conservative line as far as how to save your tires and how to keep the momentum up on the high side.
Right. These tires do burn off, especially with the setup very quickly. So, I mean, if you want to move, it looks like we're going to almost 3 wide into the corner. But if you want to move, you've got to use those tires early. But you're going to be hurting after just 5 or 6 laps.
And we see Ronnie Osmer running a special paint scheme this week, and that is commemorative of the fallen from 9/11. Ronnie was one of the ones we mentioned earlier in the broadcast who, if he was alive back when that took place, he didn't even know what was going on.
He was 1 then, I think.
If that. Yeah, I don't even think he had his first birthday yet.
No, I don't believe he had. So, I mean, and, like so many competitors that we do see, these younger men who are using, and women, younger men and women who are using iRacing to hone their skills and hone their racecraft, a lot of them, they simply weren't around when this event occurred.
You're correct, because right now they're actually reading about it in history books, the same way that our generation, KP, read about Pearl Harbor.
Yes, very much. And even going back a little bit, even some of the events of Vietnam or JFK's assassination.
Right.
Where those were those were the defining moments for our parents.
Yes. Yeah, you bring up a good point, and I appear to be crashing.
That is not good.
No. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to apologize ahead of time. Should we lose the broadcast, I will be doing everything I can to get it back.
Yeah, so that's never anything. Just a couple of technical issues. Unfortunately, everyone has them from time to time. It's just the gremlins have decided to latch on to us tonight.
Yeah, it's no different than when Sam was trying to give the top 10 and basically disconnected.
Yeah, I've addressed that issue and it's fixed now, so it's all good.
Yeah, unfortunately, mine isn't. So, just going to put this out there. If anybody in the greater Syracuse, New York metropolitan area, basically anybody in Onondaga County, if you have a room that you're willing to rent, let me know. Because I need to get the flock out of here, much like a bunch of geese.
Or sheep.
Right. Geese are more fun. But as we're watching, guys, I mean, everyone's kind of filtered out right now, and it's more or less single file. A couple battles going on around the racetrack, but looks like everyone's settled in for the long run here.
Yeah, but Dallas Pataska's stretched his lead out to just under a second now. He's actually pulling away, so if he keeps up the way things are right now, and if there's no caution, he's going to walk away with this first stage.
As we're watching live as Steve Gauthier goes around Carlos Fonseca to take over the number 5 spot. Fonseca dropping back a little bit. Now he's got to deal with the 83 of Landon Williams and the 07 of Ray Black Jr.
And Landon Williams as well. He started third in the field. I think it's third or fourth. And he's dropped right back as well. He's down in 7th place. So the top two of the top guys actually dropping back early on in this race.
Well, I dare say that Williams is just trying to play the long game and trying to conserve his tires so he has something towards the end of the run, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, it's, what, 30, 30, 40?
Yeah, it's 30 for the first stage, 30 for the second stage, and 40 for the end of the race.
So as we are working lap 11 right now, we see that's Williams and Fonseca battling it out as Fonseca gets the spot.
One car in the wall, guys. I believe it was the number 12.
Yeah, and you can see it. That car is pretty well pancaked on the right side now.
Yeah, he had a car under him, got a little loose off the corner, and scraped the wall off of 2.
No caution. Didn't bring out a caution, though, so we're still green.
That's
still
half the battle.
Yeah.
He lost a ton of spots, guys. I'm counting at least 4 spots that he's lost.
And Steve Gauthier putting pressure on Ronnie Osmer now.
To the inside, Osmer, as they haul it off into turn number 3. Side by side, Gauthier's got the preferred line. Osmer's going to keep it wound up on the high side, not going to give it to him. He's just going to, do what he can to battle it out tooth and nails. Osmer gets the clear through the tri-oval.
And guys, it's amazing to me. Of course, you don't really want to run an Indy car down on that flat on the front stretch because it will upset the car. But these stock cars don't seem very affected by that transition right now.
Well, I think it's a weight difference, because these stock cars are heavier, so they're more planted to the ground.
No, it's that, and they're more lightly sprung. I mean, you take a look at the spring rate on the Indy cars that the three of us normally are seated in when we drive. I mean, you're talking, between 1,800 and 2,200 pounds worth of spring rate. These stock cars are only running 400.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So they're a lot more plush of a ride, though. Sometimes, yes, the drivers, they don't feel it.
Yeah.
And it looks like we've got a. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Battle for second.
I don't know if you've seen looking the same. Yeah, Vitaska's a second and a half ahead, but Casey Metzger's putting Garrett Maines under pressure as well now. So
second and a half, nothing. It's almost 2 seconds, bud.
He's just walking away. But we've got some nice little battles shaping up as well through the pack. I mean, we've got Garrett Maines, Casey Metzger, and now Ronnie Osmer in a nice little pack there for second place.
As we're watching Michael Jeans work the inside of Francois Pelletier, Jeans, where are we here? Dustin Ping, Michael Jeans, and Francois Pelletier right now battling for 9th.
And Francois Pelletier, I've got to give him a round of applause here because he's actually, I'm guessing his power's only just come back on after Hurricane Irma, and he's literally straight out on track. So I've got to give him kudos for his, his fortitude and his determination to get out there. Yeah, that's the one.
Priorities, easy.
Yeah.
But
yesterday he rode out a hurricane. Today he's running a race.
Absolutely. Yeah. So kudos to the driver of the Gold Cube 19 Toyota Camry.
I mean, our league owner's from Florida as well, so he's just sat through a hurricane. So
another person that really impressed me the last time we raced with him, Steve Gauthier. Last night impressed the ever-loving hell out of me. He doesn't have a lot of dirt experience. Jumped in the dirt modified for the first time. Actually bought it about a minute before the race session went up last night. And it really impressed me with, catching on to the dirt side of things relatively quickly.
And that's the heart of a true racer. If you know how to race and you know how to control a car, whether it be on asphalt, dirt, or snow or ice, you know how to deal with it, and you're gonna learn rather quickly. I mean, even the best drivers in the world, they know they have to learn things quickly. So
and he adjusted his driving style to suit the car rather than struggling to get the car to suit him, because that's not the way you really are going to be successful on dirt, because that surface is always changing. as the battle for fourth is heating up, as Gauthier and Landon Williams working Ronnie Osmer right now. It's Ray Black Jr. right there within striking distance.
Oh, and they're gonna split Ronnie, guys. It's gonna be 3 wide for fourth.
Oh, let the games begin. As Williams has it on that lap, gets the dirt track slide job going up into turn 1. Osmer catching the apron, having to chase it up the track a little bit. That's going to let Ray Black Jr. Get to his inside going down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, watching Ronnie's line, guys, I think he's just eating his tires up quicker than these other guys. I mean, he was running that low line, and that line does not like tires at this track.
And contact. No, they kept it off each other. Good on you, boys.
And that's just a testament to how well run this track is. I mean, it's not as unforgivable as the other tracks we've seen in this league so far this season.
Not as unforgivable as we watch Osmer into the wall.
Oh no.
He may have cut a tire down.
Yeah, that might be.
I think there might have been some contact as the 05 car is spinning around on the backstretch now. Zach Brew has brought it to a stop and is going to turn it around. No caution. And I think we're going to stay green, guys.
We might. Here comes Pataska, though. This could get ugly quickly, and he's got no control over that car right now.
He's keeping it on the infield, though.
And another one who has a form of a never forget paint scheme going on. I believe I recognize the picture on the quarter panel of that car. Wrong person, though. No, that's not who I think it is. What the hell is on his car?
Which one, Tony?
The 05. I thought that was a picture of Saddam Hussein for a minute, but it's not. I'm not sure who's on his car right now.
I don't know. I don't think my trading paints is working.
Sam, you want to take a stab at it?
Who are we looking at?
The 05.
Let me just find him. Where is he?
Running 19th.
Yeah, I got him. Let me just pull the camera up and have a look. That is...
It's not Hussein.
That's his dad. That's a memory of his dad.
That is his dad. Okay, yeah, I see it
Terry
now.
Eugene Brewster.
I see it now. So apparently Zach directly affected by the events 17 years ago and running some paint in memory of his father. So hats off to Zach Brew. Let's hope that he can get his lap back and put that car up on the podium.
Well, we are getting close, guys. So all he has to do is just keep it out of trouble and keep it running these last couple of laps. I think we've got 4 to the competition yellow.
5 actually.
Dallas Pataska with a 4.5 second lead.
Yeah, I mean, this stage is obviously going to go to Dallas Pataska, but obviously I'm expecting every single one of these guys to come down pit road once the caution comes out. So we'll see how it mixes up once they all do.
You're going to kind of have to, because the Great Lakes winter really just wreaks havoc on this track. And for those of you who've never experienced a winter up in the Great Lakes region of the U.S., our friends up in Canada and up in Alaska, they get snow, but they also get the cold. The Great Lakes region gets this lovely stuff called lake effect. And if you've never had lake effect, it's possible to dump 4 feet of snow on an area in less than 2 hours, as both Syracuse and Buffalo can attest to.
Yeah.
Very much so. A lot of snow, a lot of freezing temperatures, but then also a very quick thaw, unfortunately. And it has a bad effect on asphalt.
And this is why a lot of speedways need regular repaves, because the winters do have a very adverse effect on the track surface. And
especially
obviously
those.
with these cars racing on them, they need a smooth surface, so they need to be repaved regularly. As the caution comes out, whoa!
Oh, it's Cody Eldred in the 88 car. Pabon, I believe, are spinning on the backstretch.
Well, let's go to the replay and see what took place.
That was caused by Butch Frazier, by the looks of things. No?
As we're watching Cody in the 114 Old Schools Motorsport Chevy Camaro, you see Cody brush the wall and just chase it down the track, and just Pabon had nowhere to go.
Yeah. Oh man.
Butch Frazier very lucky not to not get any of that.
Yeah, I'm thinking Butch was just far enough back off Cody that he saw Cody chase it up the track coming through 2 and was able to pull out of the... Oh!
Yep. Looks like
That was Pataska!
Yep.
Oh, shit!
Oh, and that's not good, guys. And by the way, Eldred has parked it. So I think he just.
I'm in shock right now. Here he is chasing it out of the grass. You see Pabon on the apron, and Cody just gooses it, loses the back end, and the Pataska has nowhere to go, no time to react. As Eldred just took a hard right up in front of him because the back end just broke completely loose on him as he went to go try to get it back to pit road.
Yeah, and we do have confirmation from race control guys that the caution was caused by Eldred and he has parked it.
Wow. That's... Wow.
Wow. That is not something you see very often, ladies and gentlemen. Just a lot of bad time, and Eldred, he let his desire to stay on the lead lap get the better of him, and unfortunately, Pataska is a innocent bystander in this one with a lot of damage, and it looks like he'll be going at least 2 laps down. And
that's a shocking downfall for Dallas Pataska. I mean, he was walking away. He actually was about to win the stage, and he's just had that cruelly robbed off him. It's wow.
Yeah. Well, on a brighter note, though, Zach Rue did get the lucky dog under that caution, so he is now back on the lead lap, currently sitting in 13th.
So, I mean, I have to ask, guys, if you're Ronnie Osmer right now, second place in the points, do you push a little bit or do you maintain?
I just try to get as many points out of here as I can, and don't put my neck on the line to, try to play superhero.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously got he's going to have a good 2-lap gap ahead of Dallas Pataska at least. So the best thing he can do is just maintain. I mean, in the point standings, he's only 19 points behind. So all he has to do is just get a good points day and just keep putting the pressure on Dallas in the standings.
I mean, right now, guys, as it stands, Dallas Pataska 18th, 2 laps down. Ronnie Osmer is in 10th.
I got him in 7th currently.
All right. Oh, you might not be live.
No, I am live. Live timing and scoring no matter what, but I've got him sitting in 7th. Yeah, he's in 7th.
iRacing hasn't updated yet.
You get him at the line, I get him at every scoring move.
Aha. No, according to iRacing, he's still pacing under 10th. Weird. All right. Anyway.
Apparently, you're not live.
Yeah. Yes.
So Landon Williams, Casey Metzger, Garrett Maines, Dustin Dean, Steve Gauthier, Ray Black Jr., Ronnie Osmer, Francois Pelletier, Brad Miller, and Dustin Ping, your top 10 as we sit right this second. And I've double-checked twice. Yes, I am live.
And who got the stage win, though? Because
Michael Jeans. On lap 30, Michael Jeans was the leader.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, guys. And I just want to point out, Pataska is back on track. He has used his fast repair, unfortunately, being shown in 18th.
Yeah, because he blew that engine in that incident, so he's had no choice but to use the fast repair.
And makes you wonder, is he knows there's at least one more caution guaranteed. Is he going to race hard to get a lap back, or is he going to sit back and let other cars
Well,
back?
he's going to have to do that twice around. I mean, he's 2 laps down.
He's got to hope for a couple of quick cautions here.
And the way the race is going tonight, I don't think we're going to get that.
Yeah, we ran 29 of the first 30 laps under green. So, we're at one of the speedways, and these guys are really showing that they know how to handle the cars here. As we get ready to go back to green flag action, Landon Williams bringing them back to green here.
Fell a long way back off the pace car then.
Green, green, green.
All right. Looks like we might have another good start, guys.
As Williams and Metzger go side by side into turn number 1, Williams is going to have the preferred line. Metzger lets him have it. Here comes the 1 of Garrett Maines.
And Maines underneath, going for second.
And a name we hadn't mentioned much yet tonight, Dustin Dean in the 21 up into the top 5 for the first time.
Yeah, he's been slowly making his way up through the field during that last green flag run. Good to see him up there. I mean, he had a heartbreak last week, but he's hoping to make amends for it this week.
I'm going to say he was one of the fastest cars last week, and I think he hit everything, including the pace car.
He missed the flag stand.
Okay, well, then that was the only thing he did not hit at Richmond, including all of his fellow competitors.
Gauthier Gauthier's going to...
Oh, and
save it, Gauthier. They saved it.
Wow.
Hey.
Nice save.
And that's why dirt track racing can help your asphalt racing.
Well, it could save your asphalt, I know that
Let's
much.
go to the replay of that one. You see it? That was a complete Lanier slide from last night.
I was going to say, he was driving that thing like a modified through there.
Absolutely.
Very impressive.
As we go back up for the battle for second right now.
Just an update on the live chat. Zach did actually chime in and say that was his dad on the front hood of his car. So.
All right.
Yeah, he just updated us under the caution, I'd say.
Well, Zach, don't text and drive, but thanks for the update on that one, and good luck in the rest of the race.
Yes, very much. And still a good battle going on here, guys. I'm impressed by this the front of this field.
Absolutely, as we watch Dean and Metzger battle it out for third now.
And Ronnie Osmer still pushing a little bit, still running there in 7th.
I got him in 6th.
Oh, yep, just updated for me. Sorry about that, folks. I must be running behind, even though it's telling me I'm live. But looks like he might be feeling a little bit of pressure there from Francois Peltier.
Still amazes me how Frenchie's actually still out there after the events of yesterday.
And
so's Ray. Ray's in the same boat.
Yeah.
And watching this battle back here, 6th, 7th, 8th, guys, I want to point out Pataska is going under Frenchie. He's racing to get a lap back.
Yes, he is.
I don't blame him one bit, though. He had that cruelly taken away from him.
Well, he might get one of them back the hard way, and then when the caution comes out, he'll be back on the lead lap. Because he'll already be the last car on the lead lap, or one lap down, or first car a lap down, and when the caution flies, that'll put him back on the lead lap. So,
well, let's just be thankful. He's got to be thankful that he's the only car running that is actually laps down. I mean, everybody else in front of him is on the lead lap. So,
yes.
I mean, all he has to do is hope the cautions fall his way. Hopes that he can get race for those positions back, and he's back on the lead lap again, and he can actually challenge for that win that he potentially had taken away from him today.
Absolutely. As we're watching Brad Miller, Dustin Ping, and Michael Jeans battle it out. That's your battle for 8th right now.
All right, guys, I'm starting to wonder if we're going to settle in and we might have another caution-free segment.
Well, If we don't, drivers, get your hate mail going to Kevin Paskowich, PO Box 8675309, care of Rosewood, Ohio, and the
I'm
postal
hoping,
code there is OU812.
oh, well, I'm hoping. I mean, we had some really good racing in that first segment, so I'm hoping we see more of the same. And so far, so good, guys. I mean, some good battles all the way around, and I think it's going to be a good race.
Well, the battle for the lead is actually spicing up nicely. 3 cars duking it out for the top spot, although Metzger's fallen back slightly, but Garrett Maines and Landon Williams are actually having one hell of a scrap up there.
And if not mistaken, Williams may have gotten the call up last night from the AM race. Because I'm not recognizing that name, so showing why he got the call up last night right now.
Oh, Metzger as well. I mean, he proved last week why he got the call up last week. So
yes,
and obviously he's been given a bye to race tonight because he wouldn't have been able to race yesterday. So
and new leader.
Oh no, Garrett
Maines!
Maines!
Contact.
They're both going slow. Will they keep it off the racing line? I mean, Landon Williams does.
Maines has the lead. Here comes a very hungry Ray Black Jr., who's been on the wrong side of a lot of wrecks this season.
And I was going to say, guys, Black just went 3 wide for that 3rd position down the front stretch of the last lap.
Not only has he been on the wrong side of a lot of wrecks this season, he's been on the wrong side of the authorities as well, so he needs to race this one clean.
Well, I think that's why he didn't try to push the issue going into 3. He didn't really bomb it in there. He knew he had the momentum, tried to keep it up, and he's staying with Maines right now as Maines continues to show the way.
I'm actually surprised Maines is still up there after almost losing it.
Well, the back bumper of that car definitely looks like it's seen better days, but he was able to keep it off the wall and keeping it straight. But Williams right now dropping like a stone as Frenchie goes by him for 7th.
Watch Dustin Dean. He's actually made his way up there as well. He's in P3 and he's making a move on Ray Black Jr.
And Dean to the inside as they come through the tri-oval section, right down next to the grass, almost touching the grass. And gets the slide job coming off the tri-oval, and Dustin Dean up into 2nd. Ray Black Jr. still running hard in 3rd. Now has to deal with Casey Metzger in the 8th.
And guys, look at who's up there now, still racing for that lap back, getting ever closer to the front.
As he's side by side right now with his chief points rival, Ronnie Osmer. Ronnie giving him plenty of room, though.
I want to watch the battle between this 8 car and this 07 car. There's some bad blood, and I wouldn't be surprised if this ends badly.
Well, you saw the 8 brush the wall coming through the tri-oval as Ray Black Jr., just didn't give him a ton of room. As Metzger gives the 5 plenty of room. He knows Pataska's faster. He knows Pataska's a lap down. He's probably going to try to use Pataska as a drafting partner to get by Ray Black Jr. I'm thinking if Pataska gets the inside of Jr., watch Metzger to go with him.
Actually, going back to Dustin Dean, he is all over the back of Garrett Maines now. Can he actually get past and make his way up to the lead now?
As we watch Pataska go to the inside of Ray Black Jr., Black not giving him a lot of room.
And Black's one of those race car drivers, guys.
Ooh.
I don't think he's going to give him any room.
It took his nose away.
Lap down. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a lap down, lead lap, wherever. Ray Black Jr. is not going to give you much.
There he comes again.
He's got the position as they go into 3. Black's got to give him the spot now.
And he's
gives him the clear. As Osmer to the inside of Metzger.
And here comes Black back on Pataska.
No love lost between Pataska and Black anyway.
Right, I mean, all of a sudden, guys, we've got some really good battles here at the front of this field.
Osmer and Gene side by side going into turn number 3. That's your battle for 5th right now.
And we're getting close to the end of the second stage as well, so this has been some really good running so far.
10 to go. It'll be 9 to go this time across the stripe.
I believe we don't have a caution. I think that Pataska knows he's got 7 laps or so to get around those leaders. Otherwise, he's still going to be a lap down for the last segment of this race.
But we're coming to the end of this stage. This is where the strategy starts to come into play. Do these guys actually take the gamble and pit under caution, or do they hold out and wait till the 3rd stage where they can actually pit under green? This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Are they going to make their money stop under caution, or are they going to leave it till after the caution's finished?
I think you've got to do it under caution here. I mean, you will lose a lap in probably about a quarter pitting for 4 tires at this racetrack with these cars. So I think they've got to pit at the end of this segment, and you know, if it goes green, it goes green, and that's going to be one heck of a run on those tires.
Yes, we're following along right now with Dallas Pataska as you see Maines and Jeans right in front of him. And Pataska is coming like a freight train.
He is, well, like I said, he knows he's got to get there.
And Casey Metzger's just lost another spot to Michael Jeans.
It'll be 6 to go this next time across the stripe. Garrett Maines going the way.
He scraped the wall and just went straight to the bottom of the track.
Looks like he didn't take anybody with him, so...
All right, no caution. We're still green.
And we're still watching Pataska on the stream as he works to the inside of Dustin Dean. Dean giving him some room.
Oh, man, now, guys, 6 laps. Can Pataska get up to that leader?
Yeah, it'll be 5 this next time across the stripe. And about 3/4 of a second from Pataska to get to Garrett Maines to get his lap, to get one of his 2 laps back. And then when the caution comes out, if the caution comes out after Pataska clears Maines, he'll be back on the lead lap. And that's bad news for the rest of the field. Because Pataska just started at the tail end of this piece, and he's already, right now, running in what would be second if he was on the lead lap.
I mean, he's showing great racecraft, great car control, and he gets back on this lead lap, guys.
Katie barred the door.
Yep.
I mean, if he comes back to win this will be one of the greatest comebacks we've ever seen.
We are currently 4 laps to go, and he is within a couple of tenths right now. He's definitely got the line through 1 and 2 faster than Maines.
And don't forget, Maines is actually nursing a slight bit of damage after that contact with Williams, so he's going to be easy pickings for Pataska right now.
Well, here it comes.
And if you're Maines, guys, are you fighting him hard or are you letting him go?
I'm fighting him hard because I want to keep him 2 laps down so he only gets one of them back when the caution comes out.
All right, guys, we got the call. Pits are closed.
Here it comes. To the inside. Side by side into 3. Pataska with the position. Maines shuts the door, and Pataska has to wait another corner.
At least.
Minimum.
Oh, man. Everything. This should be the last lap of the segment, guys. And
Maines is not giving it to him.
No, Pataska's got to get it done here.
Here he comes.
He's definitely got the position now. Side by side, door handle to door handle as they haul off into turn number 3. Pataska with the position. Got the preferred line. Maines keeping it wound up on the high side. Pataska not giving an inch. Maines not giving an inch. Maines still has it at the stripe.
Oh, man.
When's the caution going to come out? Can Pataska do it? No. He lets Maines go. Going to get one final crack at him right here.
Oh, when's this caution coming, guys?
3 more laps. 2.5 more laps.
We're on lap 60 right now.
But Pataska must be banging his steering wheel right now, saying, "Let me by."
Well, Maines is doing exactly what I would do in this situation, and that's not give much of an inch.
I think we've got 1 or 2 more laps to go now before this.
There it is.
And there it is.
Oh.
Maines traps Pataska 2 laps down.
But Pataska will still get that lucky dog, so he'll still be 1 lap down by the time we go back green
He'll
again.
be 1 down, but he won't be back on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the difference. I think that's going to be the difference between winning this race and not for Dallas Pataska.
That was an awesome second stage.
Oh,
I enjoyed
Garrett
that.
Maines doing exactly what he needed to do, putting that car exactly where he needed to put it to keep Pataska behind him when the caution flew, to trap him 2 laps down and not give him the lead lap back. Because had Pataska gotten by him, when the caution came out, Pataska would have gotten the lucky dog, and he would have been back on the lead lap. So,
actually, I'm looking, guys. Somewhere Zach Brew's gone an additional lap down. So, looking at my math, no, Pataska would not have gotten the lucky dog.
Oh no!
Oh yes, you are correct, sir.
He's staying out though, so he's going to try and get that waiver on, so he can still get back on the lead lap. 1 lap down.
No, Sam. The pits aren't open to him yet because he is a lap down car. When pits open, they're open to lead lap cars, and then the following lap they're open to lap down cars.
Yeah, and guys, I just want to point this out. Our lucky dog was Zach Brew. So Pataska doesn't even get the lucky dog.
Which means he will have to stay out and get the wave around.
Which he just did. He's now showing 1 lap down.
That's because he's in front of the leaders.
Right.
Yeah, let's see if he has to pit, though, guys. I mean, the way this race has been going, I don't know if you can gamble. I don't think you can gamble that.
I wouldn't. There's no way you're getting 70 laps out of a fuel tank.
No. Not here, not with these cars, not at this track. So, wow, this... oh, man, this is exciting, guys. I'm clenching my steering wheel right now.
So, if you like the action that you're seeing on the screen right now, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below with your iRacing screen name, and we'll make sure that Taylor gets that, and we'll get you added to where you need to be, and you can get out on track with these guys. Also, if you're a modified fan, would like to invite all of you to join us on currently Thursday nights for the Paskey Sports Race of Champions. And yes, I did say Chumpians. SK Modified Tour, which, KP, where are we this week?
We are at Martinsville this week for the Oh Lord Why 75.
And the winner will get a free baby grandfather clock, compliments of Paskey Sports.
I will give them a picture of
your dollhouse.
Yes. Winner receives a picture of an authentic baby grandfather clock made in Martinsville, Virginia.
Faxed to your email.
Yes. Even posted on your Facebook page.
Absolutely. But
if you're an ISL fan, Indy Speedway League fan, we do actually return on Sunday with the DW12s at Las Vegas.
Yes, we do. And
we're gonna go gamble in the desert.
If last the IRO5 race was any indication there, that's going to be one hell of a battle.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. I mean, I'm not going to be out on track. I'm just going to be race control, but our very own Kevin Paskowicz will be out on track.
Yeah, hoping we had we had a very, very good run going on the IRO5s there last week, and hoping I can repeat it with just slightly better results.
Well, you'll be out on track with
the DW12.
With your teammate Jason Coburn, who just this past Thursday clinched the ISL Icebreaker Pro Mazda Series.
Yeah, we're really excited about that, actually. I mean, team phenomenal. It's 2 Mazda championships in a row. So we're really excited about that. Jason and Jason Colburn and all of our new drivers. Actually, we have a really new stable this year. Are so far doing a great job. We've had some good finishes in the early season in the Indy cars, and it's going to be a good season, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
and one of our other new team. Go ahead.
Brandon Graham won't be there on Sunday because he's going to be. Is he going to be in Sonoma with the?
He will be in Sonoma.
Yes, he'll be in Sonoma.
But I would like to point out that our other new teammate, Layla Wilson, was in position to win that race until the iRacing program basically no grease, make it burn. You don't get dinner, you don't get a drink, you don't get a movie ahead of time. And yes, we are still sore about that one as a team.
Pace cars off.
And Maines picks it up early. Ray Black Jr. to the inside of Dustin Dean. Fresh tires make you feel like Superman, and Ray Black Jr. just bombed it into turn number 1.
And how angry must Dallas Pataska be feeling now after being trapped 2 laps down?
Livid.
Yeah, I don't want to be in his hauler after the race, guys. I'll just leave it at that.
We might want to get security to the 114 hauler just because I'm thinking there might be fireworks.
And I mean,
I'm pretty sure Cody can handle himself.
Yeah, and I just want to say, guys, you know, I've raced with Cody many, many times. He's a very, very clean racer. He's very respectful. That was in no way, shape, or form intentional on his part. He just, you know, I think he was trying to beat Pataska back, and he just got a little bit too hard on the gas. And I know he feels horrible about it right now.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. You know, I've known Cody the better part of the last 4 years, and I can tell you right now, he's probably kicking himself for doing that. But right now, the battle is heating up with the battle of the eights. Casey Metzger and Michael Jeans duking it out. That's your battle for 4th right now.
Yeah, it's, I mean, right back to it, guys. We're seeing some good racing. It's nice, smooth, clean racing right now. And the big question is, these cars have only had a max of 30 laps on their tires every run. What's that extra 10 laps going to do to them?
Well, the other question is, can they make all 40 laps on 1 tank of fuel without having to do a splash and dash?
That's very true. Do you know if the series runs a full tank or a half tank?
It's 3/4.
Then I would say that's probably right at the max of their limit. I think in the real world, these cars get about 65 or 55 to 60 laps. So I would say 40 laps is probably right at the limit of these fuel cells.
So we may see some people gamble, and maybe they win, maybe they don't win.
Yeah, I mean, tires is such a big part here. I would almost, you know, wait 15, 20 laps into the run, short pit everybody, take 4 tires, and I think you can make up a ton of room if a caution doesn't come out.
And Ray Black Jr. really starting to work Garrett Maines right now.
I'm just watching Dallas Pataska, and he's absolutely flying through the field again, trying to get that lap back again, but staying pretty stationary behind Pabon right now. But he's finally making a move on him now. But yeah, he's angry in that car.
Oh, you know, it's justifiable.
Yeah, I mean, if you're dominating a race, you have a car that you know can easily win. And it's a track that you're good at, you know, that's to get taken out like that's the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah. One driver we haven't mentioned in this race yet is Sean Dewar. He's actually quietly made his way up into the top 10.
Currently sitting in 9th in the Old Schools Motorsports number 62.
He's just, I mean, he's been running a clean race, guys. He's been back there, and I think he's finally starting to push it a little.
Well, it's getting close. It's getting close to go time.
Using the Michael Jean strategy.
Yes.
You know, coming up on a little over or a little under 30 laps to go now. So, yeah, you've got to go.
As we're watching Ray Black Jr. really put it to Garrett Maines right now, really trying to pressure the youngster.
Yeah, we had somebody slow on the apron, guys.
I'm just trying to figure out who that is, and that is Frank Heckman.
And I don't think his car is running. I think
It
he's
is.
out of fuel,
I can hear his
guys.
engine.
Okay.
But something's not right.
Right, I'm
Yeah, he's out of fuel. His engine's spooling down.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if he didn't take fuel that last pit stop and conked her out.
That's a good possibility. But if that's any indication of what we've got to see, we're currently 26 laps to go. 26 laps to go this time across this next time across the stripe. 25 this next time, I should say. It's not within, or it is within the realm of possibilities for these guys to go all 40 laps on this tank of fuel.
It very much is. I mean, if that's what we're looking at, if we're looking at, what was it, 45 laps, so they can make it, guys.
As long as they drive smart.
And as long as they filled that tank up on this last pit stop.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, and it's the 21 car, Dustin Dean.
We watched Dean just, here we are coming through turn number 2. Dean just chases it up the track. Ray Black Jr. with nowhere to go as Dean was sideways in front of him. That's one of the things that Dallas Pataska needed.
Oh, yeah, guys, very much so.
That gives him one of his laps back.
And we're under caution for only the third time tonight, guys. Let's not forget that.
We're under caution for the third time, but it's the first time where it wasn't a competition caution.
Oh, no. Frank Heckman pitted his car because he blew his engine.
No, he said he blew it after using a quick repair.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I wonder if we've got some
he's out of the race.
glitches. Guys, there's a ton of damage on the front of Ray Black Jr.
And they're all bringing it pit side.
Well, Ray Black Jr. kind of had nowhere to go, and he caught the 21 solid. So I'm thinking this is the money stop.
Yep, I think this is it right here, boys.
So the question is, Zach Brew stays out. Oh, strategy, you are a cruel mistress. Zach Brew stays out. And I've never wanted a driver to win more ever than I want Zach Brew to win tonight.
Yeah, very much. I mean, running for his father, running in memory of him. I'm hoping that he can make this work, guys.
I am too. I've never been pulling for a driver more than I am right this second. So if you want to join us, all the positive vibes going to the 05 right now, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'd like to point out Dustin Dean was considered the cause of that caution and will be given the EOL. And also Frank Ekman is out for the evening. He has pulled it behind the wall.
All right, so Ekman, the second car out. That's going to put him in 18th. As Cody Eldred was the first retirement.
Yeah, blowing an engine after getting that quick fix is definitely a race ender.
And Brew comes down pit road.
I was wondering if he just wanted that lap led, guys.
Lap led in memory of his father. So good on you, Zach. We're still pilling for you.
That means Butch Frazier's going to get one of his laps back as well because
That means Butch Frazier is going to get a lap back due to the waiver round. Dallas Pataska catching the lucky dog there as he hits his pit stall. And that's going to hand the lead of the race over to our modified compadre, Mr. Steve Gauthier.
Wow. Did he take 2 tires, guys? Because that seems like an amazing pit stop on his part.
I believe so. Safe bet, considering that it was only a 7.9 second stop. So
Wow,
I dare say he only took 2 there. The question is, which 2 did he take?
Oh, it had to have been right. I mean, I put all my money that he took right sides because I think if you were to just take lefts here, it would be the worst idea.
My next question is this, guys. Going back to Dallas Pataska, he's 1 lap down now. Can he get back on that lead lap in time for the end of the race?
I mean, if we have another caution, then yes, all bets are off. And
Right.
But in the meantime, he's going to be driving like a madman through the pack just to get back on that lead lap.
Oh, expect it. So Gauthier, Maines, Metzger, Miller, Osmer, Williams, Pelletier, Dewar, Jeans, and Fonseca. Your top 10 as the field's starting to double up. The 555 gets the release for the waiver round. Yeah, I'm thinking Butch Razor may have pitted under. That's why he lost the lap. He pitted under green because he's got 7 laps on his stint right now.
I'm wondering if he's not another one of those cars that. I'm wondering if he's one of those guys who did not get or who didn't take gas under the last caution.
It's a possibility. Which you're crazy if you didn't.
20 to go at the line, guys. This is Katie bar the door, as you would say, Tony.
Let's put him up on the dash time. We're going to be 20 laps to go when we go back to green, and everybody's just done their money stop. It's mine are bigger than yours. Let's race.
And all right, guys.
Pace car getting ready to duck on in.
Do you let it all hang out thinking there's going to be another caution, or do you save a little bit for the end?
I bury my right foot and I lift when I smell the poo, and I don't brake until. let me rephrase that. Put your foot on the gas. Don't lift until you poop your pants. Don't brake until you smell it.
All right, good. That's one way to look at it. Not the way I would recommend, ladies and gentlemen, but a good method nonetheless.
Another update from Zach Brew under the caution. He did chime in on the live chat again. He says his dad passed away back in January, so it wasn't in.
Well, still, Zach, I still never wanted somebody to win more than I do want you to pull this one off tonight. As we watch Gauthier get a little sideways going through the 1-2 complex, that's going to hand the lead over to Casey Metzger.
Wow,
Metzger, Maines, and Osmer right there.
And guys, I think Gauthier is really feeling those 2 tires.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. That's one of the things that 2 tires definitely does here in iRacing is it makes the car crazy loose until you get some heat into those right sides.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we haven't seen Ronnie Osmer up this close to the front all night. I mean, he's been hanging back kind of 7th, 8th, up in that realm. Do you think he's got anything for our leaders?
Well, he's got to be licking his chops right now because he's what, 20
Oh, no! Gauthier's in the wall! Oh, what a big hit! And Pataska's in it! Pataska's out of the race! Pataska is...
we're going to the replay. You see Pataska in the 5. Pelletier gets into the back end of Gauthier. Oh, my Lanta. Thank God this is a simulator.
Oh, yeah, that hurt, guys. That was a bad hit. And I think Zach Brew might have caught a little bit, too. It looked like his engine went twift as he went through there.
Zach Brew caught a piece of it. No.
It was Pataska's engine that went.
Yeah, it was Pataska's engine, and Ray Black Jr. caught a piece of it. Oh, nope, you're right.
Brew is smoking, yeah.
Yeah, Zach Brew's engine just went twift going through the tri-oval.
Oh, man. And it is official. Dallas Pataska has parked it, guys. And caution is going to go to Francois Pelletier.
You know what? We've got I'm being told we've got a helmet can from Ray Black Jr. Let's see what Ray saw coming into that mess.
And everyone's pitting again, guys.
So you see Pabon and Ray Black Jr. getting into it on the front straightaway. Ray Black Jr. collecting it, coming through the... Nope, there it goes. Okay, so Ray Black Jr. not involved in that one. He got into it with Jose Pabon coming through the trial.
He got hip checked by Jose Pabon.
So let's see what... where is the 5? There's the 5. Here's the 5. This is the following lap. You see the accident about to happen right in front of him. Pelletier gets into Gauthier. Gauthier just... Oh, wow. That was... wow.
That's unfortunate for Dallas.
That was a complete Ken Schrader moment on Gauthier's part.
Yeah.
That was a hard hit.
I mean, he had the same thing happen to him earlier in the race. He managed to gather it back up, but this time he had people around him, and yeah, that was always going to end in disaster.
And Tony, you're our man with the pit stop info. We just had full field pit stops, and I think the leaders only took 2.
Maines took 2. Metzger took 2. Fonseca looks like he took 2. Ronnie Osmer taking 4. Michael Jeans taking 4. Brad Miller taking 4 with a repair. Sean Dewar taking 4 with a repair. Landon Williams taking 4 with a repair. Dustin Dean taking 4. Pelletier taking 4. Pabon taking 4. Dustin Ping taking 4. Butch Frazier still in his pit stall. No, sorry, going to his pit stall now. And Ray Black Jr. Having to pit for repairs.
And I can't help but think that Ronnie Osmer taking those 4 tires might actually work in his favor as we go to the end of this race.
I was going to say, guys, I mean, that's, just a few laps on those left side tires. Gauthier slid back quickly. So I have to think, a couple laps is a couple laps here. And I don't think the 1 and the 8 are going to handle the same way they were before.
I think you might be right, and the reason I say that is we've watched Michael Jeans do this before. Everybody in front of him took 2, he takes 4, or everybody in front of him took none, and he's taken 4, and just marched forward.
Yeah, but this time Ronnie Osmer's taken 4 as well, so he's going to be right there with him too.
Yeah, I got to believe Ronnie Osmer's might be feeling a little bit like Superman right now. He knows he's got better tires than the cars in front of him. He knows he's a little bit faster than the cars behind him. He knows his closest points competitor is out. I wouldn't be surprised if he might go for it.
So yeah, we're gonna watch Osmer on this restart.
Oh, Ray Black Jr. is not happy.
Why?
I just seen him drive straight into the back of Jose Pabon.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. Looks like he's crash testing Jose's rear bumper.
They are beating and banging, that's for sure. Let's back that up a little bit. Pabon brake checked him.
Well, that would do it.
So, pace car, as the field works its way through the 3-4 complex, pace car getting ready to duck on off. And with Ray Black Jr. being on probation, this is the question we're going to need to ask race control when this race is over, if there's going to be any repercussions from that.
Right, I'm wondering if they did it because they know he's on probation.
Probably. And Ronnie Osmer gets checked up at the start by the 12. Carlos Fonseca just lane changed in front of Osmer.
That's got to be a little frustrating.
Well, Osmer's still got plenty of time. 12 laps to go as we take the green. Garrett Maines, Carlos Fonseca, and Casey Metzger, your top 3 currently. Ronnie Osmer on a charge right now.
I think about the back half of the top 10 is on a charge right now, guys.
And Osmer can't dawdle too much because he's got Michael Jeans, who we know knows that it's time to go right now. As Osmer works to the inside of Metzger as they go into turn number 3.
And there's Ronnie Osmer making the move now on Metzger.
Osmer
Metzger?
catches the apron. Oh, no.
Oh.
He saved it, but
he was going for it.
Over, guys.
Yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for Osmer. As we watch Landon Williams go to the inside of Michael Jeans. Metzger on fresh shoes as well. Jeans had to check up to avoid clobbering Osmer, and that let Williams get by him.
And now you wonder, do these leaders have enough legs left under their cars to make it the rest of the distance?
Well, that's a good question. Considering that right now in the top 4, the only two names that ran with us last week, Garrett Maines and Casey Metzger. So all of the top 4 are less than 2 weeks in the league.
Well, young guns showing up and saying, hey, look at me, and they're doing a good job.
I'm actually surprised to see Fonseca up there, although he has been close to the front all race, so
well,
you can actually say that's not...
He started 3rd.
Yeah. Maines is actually starting to pull away now by the looks of things.
Yep, it's not much. It's a foot or 2 here or there, but it does look like he's gapping him.
And we got Williams to the inside of Metzger right now as they go through the 3-4 complex. Williams on four fresh shoes, Metzger on 2 at best.
And I would have to say, guys, I think he's going to clear him pretty quick.
Oh, Metzger's hanging tough on the outside.
And watch Fonseca, who's actually made up more ground on Garrett Maines as well, so he's going to be challenging for the lead very soon.
Does that car say Schaefer beer? Oh, Schechter. No, okay, my bad. KP knows where I was going with that one.
Unfortunately.
For those of you who aren't from the Northeast, Schaefer Beer used to sponsor Super Dirt Week.
He's still working on point. Can't quite get past him at this point. This is shaping up to be an interesting finish, guys.
Most definitely. Fonseca's backed off slightly, but I think he's just regrouping for another run at Garrett Maines.
As Michael Jeans goes to the inside of Landon Williams.
And I'd like Zach Brew has pulled it behind the wall, guys. Zach Brew is out.
That's unfortunate after what he was trying to do in this race tonight.
And guys, with that battle for 3rd, the leaders are starting to gap him quite a bit. And fresh shoes or not, I'm not sure they're going to have enough time to catch him.
They are not. And there goes the 83 into the wall. Takes 21 with him. Caution comes out.
Oh.
That might be the race.
That is the race. 4 to go.
That's the race.
Oh, man. Garrett Maines gets another one, guys.
I believe that's Garrett Maines' 2nd win of the season.
I believe he was our winner at Bristol, if I'm not mistaken.
You were correct.
And he's not on TeamSpeak. Great.
But,
oh, man, that was going to be an amazing finish.
As the pace car hits Maines, saying congratulations. Has your cousin been drinking again?
It's possible.
Okay. It's a shame that he fell off the wagon.
Oh, man. Good race, though, guys. That was a lot of fun tonight.
Yes, that was definitely a lot of action and a lot of relatively caution-free race.
Yeah, a lot of good racing, a lot of good side-by-side. Not a lot of wrecking.
Yes. So, definitely something the entire league can be proud of. So, not sure what just happened. Jose Pabon going to the pits.
Not sure. I was wondering the same thing. I'm wondering if a couple guys might have thought it was over.
I'm thinking so.
And Ronnie Osmer looks like he's going to work his way back up, finish 6th, 5th actually.
Will be 5th because Jose Pabon was at the tail end of the field. As we are, I believe, working lap 100?
Yes, I believe they just crossed over. So
99. 2 to go. So
The request for the top 3 to join TeamSpeak, so we should have interviews tonight.
right.
All right, thanks, Sam. So Garrett Main's coming. Well, as long as he doesn't run out of fuel or do something crazy on the last 2 laps here. So they work their way down the back straightaway, lap and a half to go. Maines, Fonseca, Jeans, Miller, Osmer, Dewar, Ping, Ray Black Jr., Francois Pelletier, and Butch Fraser rounding out your top 10. So good to see Butch rebound from being a lap down at one point to finish in the top 10.
Oh, man. I mean, everything that's gone on tonight, I mean, good for Butch and, Ronnie recovering. Some really good new faces up there, but, man, I'm still feeling bad for Pataska right now, guys.
Landon Williams just blew his engine and put it behind the wall.
Wow. Okay. Not sure what happened there, but okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you got to feel for Dallas Pataska. I mean, he had this race in the bag tonight, and it just had it cruelly taken away from him like that.
Yeah, anything that could go wrong did go wrong for Pataska tonight, with almost a 5-second lead at the end of the first segment, and then just, and oops. It was just that's all you can really chalk it up to. It was just oops.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't on purpose. I can guarantee you that.
Right.
No,
I mean,
definitely
as a
not.
driver,
Because go ahead.
I was going to say, just as a driver, we've all been in that situation where you're frustrated, you want to get back, you want to line up, get back to the pits, do what you need to do, and you step on it a little too hard, spin the tires and spin the car, or don't realize you've got the wheel jacked or the wheel is jacked on its own, and
Right.
I think that's just what happened to Cody tonight. It was just one of those out of the ordinary things for him.
I've known Cody long enough to know for a fact that if it was done on purpose, A, Dallas would have known it was coming ahead of time, and B, Cody would have completely just flamed the ever-loving bejesus out of everybody in the session, and everybody would have known that it was on purpose. The fact that it wasn't, and the fact that he just parked it right off the rip tells me right now that it was was not on purpose, and B, Cody feels horrid about it because he didn't even want to continue in the race. And that does it right there.
Ever since I accidentally took out Cody in the Phoenix race of the Race of Champions last week, he told me he was going to come and try and take me out, and he still hasn't managed to do it yet, but he will. I know he's coming.
Oh, he tried to at Lanier.
I know.
But we were a lot busier with other issues at Lanier with another driver that Cody was, and you know what, I'm not even going to bother with Sam because he'll probably get caught up in that dumpster fire anyways.
And guys, after the checkered flag, it looked like Dustin Ping, Ray Black Jr., and Dustin Dean all got into it. It looked like Ping and Black just started banging on each other, and they did.
Wow!
Watching it now,
the 21 was trying to just weave his way through there, and Black. I don't think Black saw the 555 there. The 555 was just trying to get back to the pits, and Ray was, bang, wow.
Yep.
Not a way you want to end a race, really, is it?
No, it's not. But yeah,
Butch Fraser's actually doing reverse burnouts on the track. I'm not sure why he's doing that.
I think his axle's knocked out of the car because of that hit that he got from Ray Black Jr. But
So now, guys, that becomes a question. Is that going to be something? Is that
I
going to be
dare
something
say
we see?
yes. And right now, I don't see nobody from Blackadder Motorsports is in TeamSpeak. Oh wait, no, Michael Jeans. So
Yeah. Butch
we'll-
Frazier, though, I've got to give him a quick shout out. Rebounding from 2 laps down to finish P10. That is an amazing comeback for him.
yeah, so good on him there. So joining us now with another podium on the season, Michael Jeans. This has become a habit for you, sir.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. I wasn't there.
I'd like to call baloney on that because we all saw you take the podium, sir, and congratulations on another podium finish for Blackadder Motorsports.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was probably one of the best races I've had here at this league. A lot of fun, just cruising, taking my time. You know, at second stage, I think I went from 16th to 3rd, just taking my time passing cars. So I had a lot of fun tonight.
Well, let me ask you this. With about 10 to go, we saw Ronnie Osmer catch the apron and get completely sideways in front of you. You can be honest with us. Did a little poo come out at that point?
You know, that happened more than once tonight, because when Ray bounced off the wall right in front of me, and I don't know how I missed him, and then Dustin Dean bounced off the wall right there out of 2. I probably have some cleaning to do after tonight.
All right, so a new fire suit in order for the 08 team. But no, definitely congratulations to the entire Blackadder Motorsports team with you guys taking yet another podium. This is definitely becoming habit for your organization, sir.
Yeah, this race right here tonight, this is what I like to do, the long runs. You know, this thing really chewed up the tires, so it was a lot of fun. So I hate that a couple of my teammates a couple of the other ones couldn't make it due to some power issues and stuff with the storm, but you know, me and Steve here, I think we did pretty good flying the flag.
Well, you know, you mentioned Steve earlier. Steve definitely flew the flag last night, too, on the dirt side, and we watched him early on make an Eldora-style save when that car got completely sideways through the 3-4 complex. So, you guys definitely put on a driving clinic tonight. And you did mention that we did the first 2 segments. If it hadn't been for the competition caution, we basically did the first 2 segments caution-free.
Yeah, that was... I think we ended up with 3 total. Well, I guess I'd last them to 4 to end it. So, you know, it was fun. Actually, really fun. I really enjoyed tonight.
Well, it was definitely a pleasure to watch you guys put on the show tonight. And Michael, again, congratulations to all the Blackadder Motorsports for yet another podium finish. Congratulations to you for yet another podium finish. I believe this is your 3rd, 4th week in a row with a podium.
Pretty close to that.
Well, congratulations, sir, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank y'all for putting on the broadcast, and of course Taylor and Frenchie and Ray, for putting on the league. I have a lot of fun here sometimes, most of the time.
Well, Mike, I do want to say that if you're not busy on Thursday evening, on behalf of the entire Paskey Sports Race of Champions Modified Tour, we'd like to have you join us in the SK Modifieds this week.
I love the SK Modifieds, but I am committed on Thursday nights.
All right, fair enough, sir. We'll let you get back up into the main gate, and again, congratulations on yet another podium finish.
Thank you, guys.
And Tony, I do believe Garrett Maines is actually now in main gate, so we can actually pull him down for an interview.
I see that, and I'm actually doing so now, sir. And joining us now, yet another win on the season, Mr. Garrett Maines, stealing one tonight, basically.
Yeah, Dallas definitely had the car to beat tonight. I'm just, glad it worked out for me. I'm sad to see, what happened with him. It's always bad, when it ends that way. But it was a great race overall for, everybody else once we got into it. I mean, everybody that we were battling with was right there together. We were side by side, lap after lap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys.
I mean, you got to have been sweating bullets when you saw Carlos Fonseca all over your tail for a while, though.
Yeah, I didn't push. Literally just finished telling Ray I didn't push the car until then. I was like, oh, now I gotta go, and I didn't know if he was on 2 or 4 because it seemed like he was on 4. He was coming.
Well, the entire when the green flag came out, the entire top 4 had only taken 2.
Well, he was definitely pushing those 2 tires a lot better than I was. At the end, when he got to me, I was like, if he gets to me, I'm gonna have to take the outside and just hope I can hold him off. But I got lucky, and that caution came out and saved my butt.
Yeah, timely caution seemed to be the key tonight. You were battling tooth and nail at the end of that second segment. Was it actually going through your mind that if Dallas had gotten by you, he may have ended up on the lead lap at that point?
Well, my understanding is that Dallas was the first car a lap down, but he was 2 laps down. Like there was nobody else, that had been lapped in front of him. I was wrong in that. Had I known that, I might have given it up a lot easier. But having thought what I thought, I was like, if he gets by me, he's going to be 1 lap down and immediately get the lucky dog, and I'm screwed. I mean, he's going to come right back to the field. So I, tried to hold him off, and it was pretty much a race for the win in my head.
So you were thinking the same thing that we were thinking up in the booth, that he's got to fight this tooth and nail to keep Dallas behind him, because that's exactly what we were thinking too. And then we looked up and there was another car a lap down at that point. That we don't know where you guys lapped him, but you did.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either, but it was definitely a good race. It showed how fast he was. I mean, in practice, I was like, how is he busting that lap? And I tried and tried and tried with, trying different things. And then other people started getting fast. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Well, you may have thought you were doing something wrong, but apparently you were doing everything right. So congratulations on the win, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
So Garrett Main's getting ready to move back up to main gate, and we are looking for Carlos Fonseca, who I have not seen. Aha, there he is, hiding on me. Carlos Fonseca joining us now. Carlos, you were hiding on us. Congratulations on the podium, sir.
Well, to be honest, it surprised me. Really wasn't expecting to get up there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you just got the call up yesterday from the AM series, did you not?
What was that?
Did you got the call up yesterday from finishing in the AM series on Sunday, correct?
I don't think I raced in that.
Okay.
This is the first one-off race I did.
Okay, fair enough. But you're definitely showing that you belong here in the Pro Series. With that podium finish, you were running up front most of the night, and we were just talking to Garrett Maines, and he was wondering if you had taken 4 on that previous caution, and I told him, I said, no, according to the pit stop, he only took 2, but he was saying that you were definitely working the 2 tires better than he was.
Yeah, 2 tires kind of, that's again surprised me because I wasn't expecting them to be that good, but it actually improved the car somewhat. At least in my case, it seemed to help rotate it because tires were, let's say, a big deal there. But yeah, I only took 2 and got me to where I needed to be. I guess being out front is more of a difference than new tires.
Fair enough. But you definitely. You were working for it, and I dare say, had this gone green, you might have definitely had something for Garrett Maines, because even he said that when you got to his back bumper, he was sweating bullets, thinking that he was going to have to keep it on the high side to keep it wound up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could have gotten around him, but certainly got to him. Just, it's kind of hard to set up your pass at the right time, and I was hoping to set him up for, the exit of 4 on the final lap, but caution came out at the end of the race.
Well, for what it's worth, you definitely had a strong podium finish. Congratulations on that. Congratulations, for running up front most of the night. I don't think I saw your name outside the top 10 the entire race.
Yeah, there was like 2 strategy deals going on out there. People that would run really, really hard for the first 10 laps and then fall off really quick. And mine was more of a I actually pitted every time, even on the last lap there, to make sure my tires were as new as they could be. Until I could chase them down, but yeah, it's more of a tire game.
Well, it definitely worked for you. Again, congratulations on the podium, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, it was fun.
All right, so we'll let you get back up in the main gate, and
moved out of your channel.
well, gentlemen, that's going to do it for another one here.
Yeah, I mean, great fun race, guys. A lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of good action. Some big turns in the points, it looks like, and some new faces out front. So overall, I'm going to say it was a good night.
I mean, yeah, only 4 cautions for this race. It's a marked improvement on the previous races we've had over the past few weeks, and it's created some exciting racing. I mean, unfortunate for Dallas Pataska for being taken out as early as he did, but that opened the door for everybody else to just go at it, and it just turned out to be such a clean and fun race, and I really had fun tonight.
Yeah. But I'm looking at the window leading to the administration booth on the other side of us, and Taylor Burris and Francois Pelletier are having a very heated discussion right now, and I can only guess what the subject of that discussion is, but I'm sure we'll find out from Taylor next week. But
I mean, to me, guys, it's got to be the conduct of some of these racers. I mean, you know, as a league owner, as a league manager, as a team manager, you can't have drivers going out there and, you know, venting their frustrations with these race cars. You know, whether it's real, whether it's digital, it doesn't matter. And I would imagine it has something to do with that.
Most definitely. I mean, there were a lot of unnecessary incidents tonight. I mean, especially the one after the checkered flag dropped. I mean, that was just completely unnecessary, and the league owners are going to have some serious talking to do after what happened there.
well, you had that one, and you also had the one leading to the restart after the third caution, I believe, when the 88 and the 07 got into it. Then you had the 9 get into it with the 07. You know, I'm thinking, I don't know what to think anymore. I do know that tempers were starting to flare, mostly out of frustration from the looks of it. But you know, to be a fly on the wall right now, it looks like Taylor has left.
Interesting.
I'm right here.
Oh, there he
There he
is. That's well, we were kind of watching through the window, you and Frenchie having that real heated discussion over there in the administration booth, and we were kind of half speculating and kind of talking.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
just discussing going on about the incident with a couple of drivers, both, you know, that incident between Babon and Ray Black, as well as the incidents after the race.
Yeah.
Is ridiculous. That's unprofessional. That's not what we want to see at the end of a race. So there will be some talking to some drivers after that. Issue with Babon and Ray Black Jr. will also be handled courteously and quickly as possible.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen, considering that Ray Black was already on probation, and how that's going to all play out, because that could be disastrous for the 07.
It could be, but we'll get it handled. Make sure it's done correctly. Make sure we do it right the first time, and move on to the next race.
All right. Speaking of the next race, where are we?
Myrtle Beach. We're going short track racing again.
Crap.
Not only short track racing, but short track racing.
Doing a little throwback.
Right.
I think there's only one track shorter than Myrtle Beach in all of iRacing, and that's the bull ring at Vegas.
I think Lanier's a little shorter as well.
I think Lanier.
The bull ring's quarter mile. Lanier's 3/8.
So it's about the same. It's about the same size as Lanier, no?
Lanier
I
and
can tell you.
Southern National are both 3/8 of a mile. And that means I need to buy a new track this week.
Me too.
All I can say is it's going to be an interesting race next week.
That's one way to put it.
I believe Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina, right?
Yep, South Carolina.
Yeah,
Actually, the Xfinity cars Xfinity cars ran there back in the early 2000s. That's why we're bringing it back.
I was going to say, can I ask a dumb question? What's going to happen this week, considering that South Carolina is not going to be there next week?
I don't know.
And I don't mean that jokingly. I mean that Irma is supposed to, really just pound the ever-loving bejesus out of the eastern seaboard of the United States for the remainder of this week. So, if
Jose may as well.
And what?
I said Jose may as well, right?
Oh, the one coming behind it, yeah. So if you are on the eastern seaboard of the United States in the affected areas, all we ask is that you stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. That's really above all else, and because I know I speak for everybody on the broadcast team, everybody in the league, when I say that we want you around for the rest of everything. So if you could just stay safe, ladies and gentlemen, and please, if there is an evacuation order, please heed it.
I mean, I've got to throw out a few. There's a huge testament to the people of Florida because about 75%, 80% of the population of Florida actually heeded the evacuation order, and the number of fatalities is next to nothing because of that. So I've got to give it out to the people of Florida for doing as they were told, and for the actual authorities in Florida actually doing what they said they were going to do and actually make sure that those people are safe and well looked after.
Yes. So, kudos for, the entire Floridian government taking a proactive measure to make sure that its residents were safe. Again, if you're in an area that it looks like it's in the path or might possibly be in the path of one of the hurricanes that's about to make landfall, all we ask is just get safe. Above all else, just get safe. That's all we ask.
Very much. You hear it all many times. Material things can be replaced. Houses can be rebuilt. It's hard to rebuild a family. So be safe out there, everybody.
Yes, it is. And because we want to see you join us for the broadcasts in the future. If you can't make it next week, we completely understand. We hope that you are able to join us at Myrtle Beach next week for all the fun and excitement that short track racing brings in the Xfinity cars.
Which I wanted to tell you guys, it is a .538 short oval. So that's .538 mile measured around the outside wall.
Oh, so that's a half-mile track then.
Around the outside wall, yes. The racing line, you're probably closer to just over 3/8, probably 7/16.
Yeah.
Along the racing line.
It's a very it's not a super wide track, but it's not a very banked track. So.
All right, so bottom feeding it is.
Yep. I believe it's 12 degrees or 15 degrees in the corners. Wait, I have it. 13 degrees in the corners and 4 degrees on the straightaways.
All right. So it's going to be all short track racing this coming week with, I just lost my train of thought. Where the hell are we in the...
Martinsville.
So
Milwaukee in the Pro Mazdas, Martinsville in the SKs, and then we're back here at Chicago. No, we're at Vegas in the DW12s, and then we are at Myrtle Beach. So if the three of us sound jet lagged as all hell next Monday, it's because completely of jet lag going back and forth across the country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I believe that's going to do it for tonight. On behalf of league owner Taylor Burris, my broadcast partners, Mr. Kevin Paskowich and Sam Cooper Bennett, this is Tony Trapasso saying you've been watching a presentation of the RTFT Allstar Racing League here in iRacing. For more information on how you can get involved, just go ahead and drop a comment below in the comment section with your iRacing name. We'll make sure Taylor gets it. We'll see you next week at Myrtle Beach.
Bye-bye.
Be safe, everyone.